watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Well, hello crafty friends, it's Holly with Melody Lane Inspired, and today let's make a berry cute project. No, but really, I just love seeing all the berry cards, so I thought we would make a berry pop-up birthday card today. To start, we're gonna wanna get to our canvas. So once you hit new, you can go ahead, I'm gonna select blank canvas down here. Now, you can also select card, but this isn't a conventional card size, it's a little bit off, so I'm gonna go ahead and select blank canvas. Okay, first things first for our card, let's get our base pieces made. So to start with our base, we're gonna go ahead and go over here to shapes. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab a square. Now I'm gonna go ahead and change my canvas. I always like to do that before I start. And I usually choose light blue because I just think it's nice on the eyes. All right, first we're gonna go ahead and change this, and the size I wanna make it is 9.5 by 6.5, but this is a square and it's locked. So to make it a shape rather than a square, like a rectangle, we're gonna go ahead and unlock this first. And for my width, I'm gonna make it 9.5, and for my height, I'm gonna make it 6.5. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and change the color to white. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a score line. We'll bring this, and we know the height is 6.5, so I'm just gonna go ahead and change that here. And we do want to center the score line, so I'm just gonna drag my mouse over both of those, hit align, and then hit center. Now we can go ahead and hit the paper clip down here to attach the score line. Now I do want to have a smaller piece on the frame on the inside and also the outside. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and inset it. So we're going to now hit effects up here, choose offset, and then as you can see it's on the outside, but I want to make it a smaller inset. So we're just going to drag it to the left till you get whatever size you are looking for. And that has the rounded corners, but if you'd like to square them, then you can go ahead and select here. And then go ahead and hit apply. Now, like I said before, we're going to use one of these pieces for the outside and one for the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead now. I'm going to hit contour. I'm going to hide one on one. And then I'm going to duplicate that for the other side. And then we'll come back to this. Now we're going to go ahead and make the piece for the inside that's going to allow the piece to pop up. So again, we're going to go ahead and grab a square. And size-wise, I don't want a square, so I'm going to unlock this, and then we're going to make it 5.5 by 1.5. Go ahead and change the color of that to white. Now this piece here, I want to move all the way to the 0, 0 mark, and I'll show you why when we go ahead and attach our score lines. But first, let's go ahead and grab a score line. And I need one to go the height of this, which is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and change the size here to 1.5. And I actually need two of those. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit Command D here on my Mac. And then I need to place this at the 1-inch line and the 2-inch line, which you can just do this like here if you'd like and place it manually. Or I like to do it exact. So I click my line here, I click Arrange. And then here I have the X, Y axes, which you can see I'm really, really close to the 1, but not right on. So I do like to go ahead and put in my exact numbers here. And then for this one here, the same thing. I'm going to hit Arrange, and then I need this exactly at 2. Now I do need a couple more score lines. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this here, which you can do that by right-clicking like I did, or I can use Command D on my Mac. Now this piece is going to go horizontal, so I need this piece longer. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the size, and the length of this was 5.5 inches. Now we just need to rotate this, so I'm just going to go to the edge here, hold Shift. And I like holding Shift because it doesn't go in like one number increments. As you see, it's going to pull it right there to 90. Now this one I need to score horizontal here, but it is a little short, so I'm going to go to the size there and make sure that is 5.5. And I know I need to put that at the 1/2 inch. So again, I'm going to go ahead and hit Arrange. Now this time we're looking at the Y axis because this is going the opposite way. And I'm just going to put that at 0.5. And I need another score line. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate. Now for this score line, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this because I want it to go diagonal in the corner. We're going to put a score line here and we're going to put a score line here. I'm just going to tilt this till you get to 45, which is right there. And then you can go ahead and place that there. I need it just a little bit longer, so I'm going to stretch that out. Then I can go ahead and duplicate this line. Then we're just going to go ahead and flip horizontal, and that's going to give us it that way. Now we have all those score lines in place. We can go ahead and attach all those. So I'm going to drag my mouse over all of it there and then hit our little paper clip here to attach, or you can also go over here in the panel and you can hit attach here also. Now we're almost done with this piece, and actually you could leave it like this if you want and just cut it with scissors, but what we need to do is we need to cut this square out here. So like I said, you can go ahead and do that with scissors, or if you prefer to have your piece just made that way, you can go ahead, add a square. And then what we want to do is we just want to cover that piece there. So we can just slice that right out. Now we did go ahead and attach our pieces here. So if I tried to slice, say I select this piece and this piece, you can see slice is not highlighted. And that's because I have the score lines attached. So to slice through that, we need to go ahead and detach our score lines. So I can just hit here and detach. Now I can go back, select this piece, hold shift, select this piece, and now I can go ahead and slice. Which we'll go ahead and just delete those pieces out. Now we need to put our score lines back on there, so we're going to hit arrange here and send this to the back, which you can also get to from up here also. Now that we have that, we can click on here and see we are not attached, so we're going to go ahead, drag that mouse over it all and go ahead and hit attach. And I can go ahead and delete that because that was an extra one. Okay, now we have that piece done. Let's go ahead and start decorating our card. So I'm going to go ahead and do the outside of the card. And what I was thinking for this is a strawberry pattern for this background. So we're going to go ahead and go to images. I'm going to type in strawberry background. And I want to filter to print and cut. So I'm going to come down here to print and cut. And then search. And there's lots of different cute strawberry ones. There's ones with like gingham, there's ones with flowers, there's ones with pink bows. But I looked through and I really like the ones with the little daisies on it too. I'm going to resize this. I want to show you. So if I just shrink this down, which I can just go ahead and make this the size I need, right? I can make this size and match. But as you see, the strawberries are kind of getting wonky just because they're getting so thin and narrow. So if I want to keep that from happening, I can go ahead and get this stretched out like I like, that making sure it's covering the top and the sides. Now I'm going to slice through this. First I'm going to go ahead and click on here and I'm going to go ahead and arrange and bring this to the front. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this piece behind. And I know I can see I have the edge of a strawberry over here. I'm going to make sure I get that covered. So you're going to get it where you like and then click that, hold shift, select that piece and slice. So now we need to add some more strawberries. So let's go to images. This time I'm going to just search strawberries. And when you're picking a strawberry, I like it to have the holes cut out. That way you have a solid piece behind this just red piece and then your green leaf. Where some of these designs are going to have all these little holes are cut out, which if you find one like that, let's click on this one here. You can see if it's like that by going here, dropping it down, and then you can see the 3 different pieces. Now, as you can see, these are those little pieces. So this is one I wouldn't want to do because you don't want to place all those pieces. Now, let me show you a way you can make this work for you too. You can go ahead and duplicate that. Go ahead and contour this. Hide all contours and apply. Then you have this background piece, right? So we could go ahead and make this white. Now you can go ahead and delete this piece. Oop, that's grouped together. But now you don't have to ungroup. I can just double click here, grab the piece I need without ungrouping. But now when I place that on top, now we have a perfectly layered strawberry. But now we've just made that into a perfectly layered strawberry we like. So I think I want to do 2 different strawberries on the front, so I'm going to duplicate that. But I do want to flip this one, so we're going to hit flip and then flip horizontal. And I want to put a happy birthday up here too. So I'm going to look up doily circle. Now this is what I call these. I want to know, please leave in the comments, what do you call this thing? I know there's different names for it, and doily circle is just always the one I can think of. But I want to know, what do you guys call it? Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to make this a white. Now, let's look for a happy birthday sentiment to put on here. So let's look up happy birthday strawberries. And this, oh, how cute. That is so cute too. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and bookmark that. But I had seen this one. This one is so cute too. Look how pretty that is. Especially it's got the daisies that match and the strawberries. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. Now I do want it to hang over the doily a little bit, just on the edges. Especially with that flower. Now if I want to resize it and go ahead and unlock it, then I can go to the corners and drag it how I like. But I'm actually going to duplicate this. Now for the front of it, you can leave it basic cut if you want, but you have a lot of these really thin, fine little lines that are going to be here. So it's going to be much easier to just go ahead and flatten this for print than cut. So we're going to select here. And then down here, we're going to go ahead and select flatten. Now that's made that print than cut. But I do want it to have more depth than just a print than cut piece of cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and take this piece. I'm going to go ahead and go to combine and then hit weld. And then I just have that solid piece that I can put behind it. So I'm going to go ahead and change the color here to white. And that's just going to go right behind this piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this piece to the front and slide that one behind. Now, if you wanted even more depth, you could go ahead and duplicate that piece another time or two also to really make that pop off of the card. And don't forget, you can always use like foam squares too to go ahead and give it depth. All right, now for the inside of the card. First, let's go ahead. I'm going to change this color to a pink, but not that pink. And we're going to go super light pink. And on this inside, this is where our pop-up's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this piece here. Now we want to go ahead and create what we want to pop up. So I thought it'd be cute to have a picnic basket of strawberries. So let's look up picnic basket. And I looked through these previously. I'm going to go ahead and go to my bookmark because there is all kinds of picnic baskets. And I'm going to go ahead and select this one. Now all these pieces I'm going to go ahead and put together. So this is going to be a basic cut. And you do want to make sure that it's not bigger than 3 inches wide. Let's go take a peek at some more strawberries. But here's another strawberry. Now, and when we click on this and we go to our drop down here, we can see that, yes, it does not have the little seeds cut out. So these ones are perfect. You don't have to do anything to these. But what I want to do is I'm going to ungroup them because I want to make them each an individual berry. So I'm just going to drag my mouse over each of them and then hit group. Just making sure it's selecting all 3 layers of it. Now we're just going to go ahead and start filling our basket with strawberries. And then just go ahead and duplicate. And then you can resize some, rotate them. You can also flip them. And there we go. Now, I'm not going to worry about their perfect placement in the basket right now because I'll worry about that as I actually place them in the card. So this is actually going to go up here and then fold down. So when you open the card, this basket of berries is going to pop up at you. So now we're going to go ahead and finish the inside of the bottom of the card here. So we're going to go ahead and go to shapes. And I want to go ahead and grab one of these. Now, you guys help me out in the comments. My brain went blank on what do I call these? What do I call these? I called them badges, plaques, all kinds of things. That's not it. But what do you guys call this? Please. But we're going to go ahead and grab one of these. We're going to go ahead and stretch this out to about the size we want here. And I do want this to have a border too. So we're going to go ahead and go to effects, go to offset, and then we're going to do that inset to whatever size you want. I think there looks good. Hit apply. So I'm going to go ahead and make this white. And then we're going to go ahead and add some text to it. And this color back here I will change too. I'm not sure to what. Maybe to red. Yeah, red looks cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some text. So I know I want it to say to, because on the outside it says happy birthday. So on the inside, I thought it should say to a very special friend. So first I'm going to go to and a. But as you can see, this is selected for basic cut, and I do want this to write with pen on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and go from regular on the drop down, and we're going to select writing. Now I'm going to go ahead and change my font. So I'm going to select here. And I'm going to go on my bookmark fonts, and I've already selected writing here, so it's going to show me those fonts in writing. And I think the Cinnamon Swirls one with the little curlies, because I always love curlies, especially when it's a cute girly card too. So I think that would be really cute. So I'm going to grab that, and then for my next word, I want to use a different font. So I'm just going to go ahead, duplicate my Tua, or you can just start another text, and then I'm going to do the word berry in all caps. I'm gonna go to size and unlock that. Now I can change this to another font, but it looks really cute with the curly cues. But my thought was make this a different color so the word berry stands out. Now let's go ahead and change the color of this, and you can go ahead and select what marker you'll be using. Now for this, I thought it'd be pretty to add some little sparkle. So I'm gonna go ahead and select glitter gel. Now it's gonna give me the color options for the glitter gel pens. And I don't know, do I want red? Or do I want pink? Ooh, I think I like pink with the red going around it. So I'm going to leave that there. Now this Tua, I would like to get the letter spacing just a little bit closer. So to do that, we're going to click here, then we're going to hit format. And then here is where you can go ahead and do your letter spacing and such. If you want to bring it in a little bit. Now that looks good there. So we'll move that over. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. And then for the bottom line, I want it to say special friend. And I need to resize that. So again, I'm going to go up to size, unlock, and then go ahead and drag that. And I really love these align lines because it's showing me like there, my tops are lined up. Now I want this just a little bit below. I don't want necessarily the tops of these lined up because this font is a little smaller. Berry needs to move over just a little bit too. Now I'm going to select these, hold shift on that plaque there, and then hit attach. Now it's going to go ahead and draw my words on that piece. And that is it, guys. We have finished the card actually. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this card together. I don't know if I'll be doing a video for this or I'll be going live, hopefully, because I miss going live with you guys so much. It's so much more fun doing this with you guys and chatting with you guys. So be watching for that. I'll either have a video come out or a live, and I will let you guys know if I'm going to go live so you guys can join me in the chat. All right, guys. Well, thank you very, very much. And hope you guys all have a very good week. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get every use out of the word berry I can here. And until next time, friends, happy crafting. Bye, guys.